Hello and welcome to my channel To Plan Form. Today I want to talk about my currently ink failure, or my fall ink failure. Sounds a little bit nicer. What happened? In the past, I was always one of those people having like one main fountain pen. I write with like 90% of the stuff I write is written with the same pen. Maybe sometimes I had two pens inked up, besides my work fountain pen and my sketching fountain pen. But just for the regular writing, like one main pen, maybe a second one, but that's pretty much it. And then I got inspired or influenced. Influence sounds a little bit more negative. So let's say inspired by all those people sharing their currently inked videos, or like this seasonal curated ink combination. And I thought, well, I have quite a few different inks, and I always want to use them all at the same time, but obviously that's not possible. So I thought maybe it would be nice to come up with a ink combination so I could at least use multiple inks at the same time. So then I started out with playing around with like color or ink combinations till I found something that suited me, and I started with this experiment in October. That's my October journal. And that's what I ended up with. So I inked up 4 pens, and then, well, not the problem, but then the failure actually happened, because what I did is I picked the first pen, wrote it right, then the second one, then the third one, then the fourth one. And then at the end I asked myself, well, what was the point of this whole thing? I could have used all the time my nicest pen, which is my Pilot Custom 823. Always put the ink I used in this one pen. I have always the nicest pen to write with all the time, and there was simply no point of having multiple pens inked up when I just use one after the other. But that's just the way I have been using my fountain pens for a very, very long time. So then I thought, well, I would give it a second chance. That's my current journal for November. And again, came up with a ink combination of 4 different inks. So I have them inked up in those pens currently. Let's do this. My Lamy All-Star. Then that's in my Pilot Custom 823. And my Esterbrook Coffee Monsters Co. And that's in my Esterbrook Raven, the Monteverde Olivine, which I think it's such a, well, I love actually all 4 colors, and that's the thing. I mean, I have so many beautiful colors, and I start writing with it, and I want to use this ink forever, but then I have so many other colors, other inks that get ignored. So again, 4 pens inked up, and what I'm trying to do now is not use up one pen and then the next one, or the ink in one pen and then switch to the next one. But first of all, try to get multiple inks on one page. Like here, for an example, it's not much, but that's written with the Journal Tips Celavino ink. And then, I mean, it's not much, but it's this little border in Monteverde Olivine. And This here is per Birmingham Pen Company Molten Magma. So to really, I mean, there is no point in coming up with a nice looking ink combination if I never see the colors together. So that's what I'm currently trying. Just have more colors on the page. And yeah, it's going well. I like it. I like, now I'm getting more the appeal of this currently inked, or coming up with a set of inks that go well with each other. But I think 4 inks is a bit much for me. I think next month I might reduce it to 3 inks. Yeah, I think it's a better number for me. 4 is quite a lot. So what I liked is having one color that's kind of a highlight color, which I can use for titles, or if I want to have something that has a special place on a page, which I don't know, I want to find again, or an important thought, or yeah, just something that's not lost within all the other writing. So having this highlight color, and then 2 others which are more suited for longer texts. And yeah, so I mean, I'm getting better with decorating my notebook pages, because for the longest time it has just been writing and nothing else. But I'm really making an effort to use stickers or draw on a page, do something. So I actually use the stuff I buy. So yeah, that was why this first currently inked or fall ink thing was a failure for me, because not the concept itself, but how I used it. So I'm wondering, I mean, do you have multiple pens inked up, and how do you use them? And do you do it like I did in the beginning, just use one after the other, or yeah, do you have a system, maybe like positive things to write in one color, or I don't know, one color for task lists, or I don't know, maybe a color for work notes and one for personal stuff, or yeah, I mean, I'm just interested in learning how people use their currently inked setup, because I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way for me. And also considering that I have bought the Diamine Inkvent and also the Colorvent. So together those are 49 bottles of ink. I mean, well, not so small bottles. I think the Diamine has 12 ml and the Colorvert's 15. So that's actually quite a bit, gets me a long way. But what I want to do there is next year focus each week on one ink. So I really get to use them, and not only, okay, do now my ink event or like advent calendar inks, swatching one a day, and then put them back in the box, and 90% of them I don't even use. So, well, we'll have to see how well this works. Don't know, depends on the colors, and we'll see. But then I'm also thinking how I could incorporate this one ink a week concept into my currently inked idea. So maybe like a rotation that I have like one ink every week that's added to the 3 pens I use. Well, every week whenever one of the pens is written dry, and then I can add another ink to the setup. But I would have to see how in which order I'll use my inks so that they kind of go together. Yeah, so yeah, I'm still trying to figure out ways how I can stick with this idea of having multiple pens inked up, using them at the same time, and still really take advantage of all the great inks I will get in my ink advent calendars. So I do more with them than just swatch them and then I put them away. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's what that's my afterthought about my first currently inked experiment, and well, that's the second attempt, and I think I'm getting better. And it's a fun concept. I mean, if you're in this fountain pen ink hobby, you like to play around with your inks. I mean, I definitely like to play with my inks, to swatch them, to see how they look together, and it's just adds an extra layer of joy to this hobby for me. Okay, so that was all I had to say about this so far. I'm sure I will post in the future more ink videos or currently inked, whatever I will call them. And so if you want to, you can come along on my ink journey. And I hope you will stop by again for my other updates. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye.